Hello and welcome back to my channel, She Sews Happiness. I'm Mary Ellen and this is my latest installment of Sunday Sews. And last week, if you recall, I was telling you it was a very quiet week when it came to sewing. This week has probably been worse. So I'm wearing the only thing that I've actually made this week, and I made this yesterday under pressure. So there's a couple of fitting issues and stuff here that I do need to go back and attend to, but the reason it's not perfect right yet is because this was for a pattern test, the deadline of which was the 30th of April yesterday, and I started sewing this yesterday at like 2 o'clock. So this was a pattern test for Schultz Apparel. It is the Viola dress and I've made it in Gingham. I do have a thing about Gingham. However, this is literally on to take pictures to send across to Emily because the weather, again, is frightful. 1st of May, it's grey, cloudy, rainy, windy. Pretty miserable. It feels more like winter, so I feel kind of ridiculous actually sitting here in a gingham dress, and we kind of associate gingham with summer, don't we? But yeah, I absolutely love gingham. Gingham's one of those things that's kind of made its way into every area of fashion, really, from kids' school uniforms to summer cottagecore style dresses, whatever. Gingham just seems to be one of those things that comes out on force year after year after year. I remember reading in a book recently that Brigitte Bardot actually got married in a pink gingham dress, which I didn't know. And thereafter, gingham became almost impossible to find in France. It became so popular, and it's really easy to see why. It's just so simple and effective at the same time. But this is a lovely dress, and once the pattern's released, I'll be probably making a couple more versions, so I'll chat to you a wee bit more in detail. But yeah, that's all the sewing I've actually got done. Honestly, I have been so ill for the last couple of weeks that today actually putting on some red lipstick and, you know, penciling my eyebrows in and giving my face a little bit of definition has made me feel more human than I probably have in the last couple of weeks, where I have basically worked and slept and ate, because actually I've been really hungry as well. So it's weird. Usually when I'm ill, I'm not hungry. That's traditionally what happens, isn't it? But yeah, I was absolutely starving all week. And every time I came home from work, I was just like, I need to make some food. So I don't know what was going on, but today I do feel a bit better. Still feeling a little bit blah, but maybe that's the weather. Maybe I'm just desperate for some kind of continuity outside, who knows. But hopefully it gets better from here. I would like to get back into my kind of sewing rhythm, and I think actually part of the problem, and I know this is the 1st of May and it's the start of the recurring challenge Me Made May, which I will not be taking part in, by the way, because I wear my own clothes that I have made every single day. I don't actually recall the last time in the last year and a half that I wore something that was ready to wear. I don't wear them. But even my handmade wardrobe, I've been sewing for about 2 years, and I probably have a new item to wear every day, to be honest, because I was pretty prolific, and throughout lockdown when I had no social life, sewing was my social life. So I did sew quite a lot, and I have something different on every day, and my colleagues do tend to get quite a rise out of that. And every day I walk in, it's like, did you make that one last night? Sometimes I have, and sometimes it's just one that I'd made and never got a chance to wear yet. But yeah, I'm not participating because I don't need to be reflective of my wardrobe. I know at this point, even when it comes to handmade, I have more than enough. And that probably is the reason why my sewing has slowed down. So what I'm going to try and do now is focus on sewing for Simon, because yeah, he needs a few more things in there as well. And of course, when you sew menswear, you learn different tips and techniques and things like that. So I'm looking forward to kind of getting back into my learning curve. I do feel that when it comes to dressmaking, I'm a wee bit more accomplished, and I feel more accomplished. I wouldn't rate myself as a beginner sewist anymore. I don't even know if I'd rate myself as an adventurous sewist anymore, because we're all adventurous whatever level we are, because it's something we're choosing to do and learn and pursue, something that not everybody does. I'd say my skills are probably now more in the intermediate, and I am trying to focus more on learning how to fit perfectly. So you can see here that there's a little bit of excess space, which actually can be taken out, I think, from the side. So I've pinned it in, and I can probably take it out of the sides to make that sit perfectly flat across my bust area. It's very unusual that I have excess room in the bust, but Schultz Apparel do grade to different bust sizes. It did take me a couple of twirls to be happy with it, but then once I've sewn it up and put the lining in, I still feel like there's a wee bit too much room there, and I'd like it to sit more neatly against the flesh, so to speak. So yeah, I do love it though, absolutely love it, and come summer I will wear this quite a lot, and I will make a couple more. So that's all I actually created in terms of my sewing this week. I did get on and make a wee bit more progress with my historical sampler company spring stitch along, which I love. I'm really enjoying cross stitch this year. It's one of those hobbies. Again, it's something I never did until lockdown came. And, you know, I was looking to fill my time, and I would order craft kits or maker boxes and things. And I discovered a real love of cross stitch. So I'm now on part 4 of my spring stitch along. Does that all fit in? So you can see I'm pretty much near completion, and I'm trying to see if I can get that. So at the bottom there, you'll see where I've left off. And I really do only have to kind of finish the border and the mirror image of this side. So yeah, that'll be done the next few evenings, and then I can get stuck into my not new historical sampler company, although you never know, I may go and get one, but my new cotton and twine cross stitch box arrived, so I'll get stuck into that as well. So because it is a really quick episode today, I thought I would just, before I go, because I'm going to go glasses shopping actually, I need to get new glasses, and I always take about 4 or 5 weeks to do that, and I really need to get a move on because I've been looking for far too long. But yeah, I thought I'd show you a couple of the new fabrics that have arrived in the last week or so. I have, again, been trying not to buy too much fabric. I really don't need any. I need to start buying fabric that is more suitable for Simon, and sorting out his wardrobe, because I have a walk-in wardrobe and it is full. I also have a wardrobe and it is full. So yeah, need to turn my attention pretty quickly. But I'll show you the couple of fabrics that I've bought. Some of these I don't think I've ever shown you because I haven't really been recording very much in the last week or two. So the first thing, which is quite glitzy, that I have here is a fabric from Jenny Stitches, and it's a gorgeous gold knit fabric. It's actually quite transparent, so I will have to either line it or wear a slip, and I do tend to be lazy and go for the slip option because I hate lining garments. I find slips just much easier, but yeah, I love this, and I know what I'm going to make with this. This was bought with something in mind. Variety Pattern Company Lucida, or is it Lucinda? Lucida dress, I think it is, but it's a gorgeous, like really tight busted with little drawstrings actually that I think you can tighten, and just a lovely kind of like A-line skirt. But yeah, the Lucida dress is what that is for. So it's always nice when I get a fabric and I know exactly what I'm going to make it for, and I just think that will be absolutely lovely just for going out for a meal or something in the evening. And then the other fabric that I have here to show you is one from Minerva. So this was gifted fabric as part of the Minerva brand ambassador program, and it's just to make a gorgeous kind of like maybe more maxi length wrap dress for summer. So it's a navy base with these gorgeous, quite medium to large scale roses all over it. So you all know I love a rose print or a floral of any kind, so I'm really looking forward to sew with this. It's a viscose challis, I believe. It feels like one in any case. It's absolutely beautiful to touch, and I do love a navy background rather than black sometimes. And then the last thing I've bought, and this was completely on a whim, you know, I don't know how I go from these to this, but that's kind of like just my personality. This is a Lewis and Irene, or is it Irene and Lewis? Either or. Quilting cotton, which I got from Bugweed's fabrics, who don't have a website, but if you go onto their Instagram and Facebook, you can just message them and they will invoice you. Really quick and handy setup actually, but this was ridiculous. This was like £5 a metre. They were doing a clearance to make way for new stock, and I love something that is a wee bit kitsch. So I couldn't resist this. I thought it was absolutely adorable. It kind of reminds me of the little birds in like Disney, like Snow White and Cinderella and things like that. So I think I got like 3 meters of this, and God only knows what I'll make from it, but I just thought it was really cute and I had to snap some of that up. So yeah, I'm going to go out, do a few things. We're going to go shopping for a bed. Yay, adulting is so cool. And go and get some glasses, because these I actually love, and I'm trying to find something similar to like that kind of cat eye tortoiseshell, because that's what I go for every time I get a new pair of glasses. But they're really hard to find. It's very frustrating. So yeah, wish me luck. I'm going to go off and do that. And bank holiday Monday, so I can't wait for another day off tomorrow. I might actually get something done. I do have another pattern test, and it is for Jennifer Lauren Handmade, whom I absolutely adore. I'm very careful when I choose to pattern test, because it is your time and your materials and everything that you're using. So I only pattern test for people that I really like and who have curve ranges and cup sizes and things like that. So I'll be back next week to share that with you. In the meantime, my battery's about to die, so I'm going to dash. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and like the video and hit the notification bell. But I am going to run. Happy stitching. Bye.